I really hate Trump.
God, you just really went right into it.
You know what? I'm getting so fucking tired of being moderate about the whole situation and trying not to offend people on my Facebook. But I'm really fucking hating, and on Twitter too. I'm really hating Trump. I'm fucking seething every time I read something about it.
But I heard was it a week, maybe 2? It had to be last week, where they were saying that he was more.
He's not more of anything, unless you mean more stupid.
Well, yes, but people were saying that he was not as stupid on Twitter anymore, and so on and so forth.
No, he's stupid, and what I want.
I'm not trying to defend the guy.
Look, what I want to get into is this whole memo fucking deal. I'm gonna explain real quickly what it is.
Yes, please, because I just don't fucking.
So the Republicans drafted a 4.5-page memo after reading a 60-page document, the document, and fucking. This document is about the Russian investigation and how it started, right? Mm-hmm. So they go and they cherry pick these facts to try and build a case that says that them investigating Trump is illegal and the wiretaps they put in are illegal and that this is supposed to vindicate Trump and that it proves that the whole reason for this investigation is based off of what they call the Steele dossier, which is, you remember hearing about the Trump PP incident and all that stuff?
PP incident?
Yeah, where he was in Russia with hookers a few years back.
Oh yeah, he pissed on the hookers?
He pissed on them and on them. Okay.
Yep.
So the Republicans in this memo written by Devin Nunes, who's a fucking retard, it's trying to say that their investigation is based on that, and that was a document who was paid for by the Democrats who were trying to discredit Trump while he was running for president. Mm-hmm. Do you want to know what the funny part about that is?
What?
It actually were Republicans who originally paid to have that Steele dossier made. Mm. So, fuck you, Devin Nunes.
I also heard something. Was it last night or today morning? It might have been one of those days. Anyways, where now Trump is blocking the Democrat fucking.
Right. Oh my God.
He's
this is what
blocking it.
Right, and this is why I'm livid, because I woke up to this.
Isn't that illegal? Saying, hey, you cannot release slander on me. Fuck you.
Well, this is the thing that pisses me off. So this 4.5-page document by the Republicans is read. They vote on it in the House to release it. And of course, all the Republicans vote yes, even though they know that it's wrong. The FBI came out and said, listen, what you're doing is wrong. The Justice Department came out and said, listen, you can't put that out there because that's fake. But the Republicans and Trump are like, no, fuck you, we're putting it out there.
Of course Trump's going to say that.
Yeah, of course. The Democrats have their own memo.
Yep.
Which is substantially longer, in more detail, and it explains more about this whole mess. And Trump has decided, no, I'm not going to declassify it. I'm not going to show it to anybody. Why? Because you
can't see it.
What a fucking asshole. Listen, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If you're putting out false information, it's time to let the Democrats put out their own information.
Honestly, this is starting to seem so much like what the Nazis did.
Well, that's exactly it. And now he's got this thing where he wants to do a military parade.
Yep, I heard about this. I heard about this one.
And members of the military are all thinking
that's what third world. I heard the guy who claims that
he killed Osama bin Laden.
He says it's like what third world countries and dictatorships do.
Now, listen, I gotta say,
France is not a third world country.
I wish that this dude who had killed Osama bin Laden had been less over the top with his hyperbole. Because France did it recently, and they're not a third world country.
And that's where Trump got his idea.
Right.
He was there for the military show. And I want one too.
What this guy should have said, because he's on point. He's right. We shouldn't have it. What this soldier or ex-Marine or ex-Navy SEAL or whatever it is, what he should have said was, listen, it's a waste of money, and he said the right thing he did say is, we're here to prepare, we're here to deter attacks. We're not here to act like bullies. That part he was right. He shouldn't have said the third world thing. thing because he's wrong about that, and that leads to people contradicting him. It's a waste of money, and it's stupid.
But everything he does is a waste of time, and it is stupid.
Well, and this is why,
so it's on point.
This is why I'm getting up here with some people on my Facebook feed, because there are still people who are still supporting him and make America great again. Even fucking Canadians are doing that. And I can tell that these are people who've never picked up a newspaper in their life, or who don't know how to critically read newspapers.
You know the weird things I recognize, it's probably this week, because I was on set. There's a lot of people right now, they're making fun of Justin Trudeau.
Oh my God, we're gonna do a separate post about that.
But I'm not trying to go into what
I want
he
to
said.
get that.
But I'm just saying that some people are saying that he's worse than Trump. It's like, how on earth can you compare those two?
I want to do a whole video
on
that.
earth can you compare Trudeau
I want
to Trump?
do a video on that because there's a lot of bullshit going on with this. Because
I gotta hold my tongue.
Here is the problem. People are so ingrained in what political party they follow that they let logic and reason out the door. Listen, I'm a member of the Republic. No. Hold on. Let's take a step back here.
Rewind.
I'm a member of the Liberal Party of Canada, not of Ontario. There is a difference. Okay, but I would not hesitate to vote against the Liberals if I felt that the government was endangering our way of life. The same way that I won't be voting Liberal for the provincial election because I felt like Wynne and before her Dalton McGuinty sort of destroyed our economy a little bit, wasted billions of dollars on things they shouldn't have. You know what I mean? I'm part of the Liberal Party. I believe in the liberal ideas, but if they're not doing a good job, then I'm going to vote for somebody who will do a good job.
Do you want to guess what party I'm belonging to?
Liberal?
No.
NDP?
No.
Conservative?
None.
That's fine.
I vote joke.
Right, okay. But
I vote for the person who has the smallest chance to win.
And this is where Americans and some Canadians, and I'm worried that Canadians are starting to become more like this. This is where the Americans have an issue, is the majority of them vote simply for their party
Yep.
of choice.
Yep.
It doesn't matter that they have a 70-year-old senile, crazy lunatic
Fat ass.
who's
Unhealthy
in office.
fat ass.
Right. Somebody who's making all kinds of mistakes. It wants to essentially. He says he's for their Bill of Rights, and it feels like he wants to rip that up and take away people's rights.
Yep.
He doesn't respect anything or anyone, and you have his supporters there licking his ass.
Yeah, they're just fucking licking his ass, and he's like, "More shit, please, more shit."
Where's the wall?
Can I have some more?
Yeah, where's the wall he was going to build?
Oh, yes.
What happened to that wall?
Apparently, I heard that he's just going to overtax Mexicans and whatnot, like the stuff that...
Right, yeah, okay. Good luck with
and
that.
that way he'll make it back
That's
without making them write a check.
And that's even if he renegotiates NAFTA, which let me tell you
He
something.
won't. Canada, I think at this point, Canada and Mexico, they're like, fuck it. Who cares? Leave.
Yeah, and that's...
Leave.
Listen, I know it'll be a big blow if NAFTA
we don't need them.
canceled.
Fuck them. Fuck you, Trump.
No, we kind of do, but this is... If I'm Canada and Mexico and the rest of the world, I start thinking of other trade agreements that exclude the U.S.
Yeah.
And essentially says, you know what, fine, it may hurt us for a little bit, but this will make us stronger. Because we'll start excluding you from trade agreements, we'll start taxing you 300%,
Yeah.
and we'll see how quickly your economy starts to tank. Which, by the way, based on what was going on with the stock market last week...
I was going to bring this up. Like, you know, how he's like, oh yeah, under my presidency, the Dow Jones has went up, blah, blah, blah. Let's pull up the fucking the graph from last week. The Dow Jones historically had the two worst days in history. In history.
Let's see if he takes responsibility for that.
Oh, he won't.
No,
he's going to blame it on Obama somehow.
No, of course. Yeah, well...
Even though Obama is the reason why the Dow technically went up.
Right, because it was still based on his policy.
Exactly.
Not Trump's.
So now, I think you could start seeing this going down now.
So, I mean...
His policies are just start...
I want to...
He basically crashed... Last week, he basically crashed the world stock market. The stocks just took a huge dip. my stocks, my stocks are pretty good.
I want to go on and like just say a whole bunch of shit about Trump, but like I feel
We can't. We can't.
we're limited on our time today. But
We had a massive problem.
we had a major problem.
We
But
dropped a camera.
listen, ladies and gentlemen, if I have any American viewers out there, do me a favor and stop voting Republican or even just Democrat just based on party affiliation. For Christ's sake,
Vote for the
vote
person who's
for
the fucking right for office.
person, the best person. Because listen, you want your country to be ruined? You want constant fear of war?
Hey man, let's just say, if I was living in a country like now the Americans do, in constant fear of maybe a nuclear bomb because Hawaii that one time,
That's funny.
friggin', I would want my president to have the biggest nuclear button because then his small hands might miss a smaller button.
Oh shit! All right, well I'm gonna wrap this up because I'm done talking about it. Until the next time when I want to freak out. Some more about
It'll be next weekend probably.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways,
Yeah.
peace.
Peace.